I didn't think I was going to be the person to say this, but you and me, we actually need a break from making content. And I've took a solid break, whether it's about 3 or nearly come up to 4 weeks of not making any content. I'm lying. Of course I made some content. But what I'm saying is I stopped turning up every single day online. Not because of the level of support I was getting. I'm getting more support than what I was getting ever before. But just dealing with everything, uploading on all platforms, making sure that I'm doing what I need to do, commenting back to people, reinvesting within myself, my setup, working so many hours has got me tired and exhausted. You know, it doesn't make me say to myself, shit, maybe you've took on too much with this content. No, it's a reminder to myself to know that I'm still human. I need a break. I need to chill out. I need to re-energize myself. I need just to be off social for a while. And it's only because I watch a lot of big content creators and I see how much it takes out of them. And I don't do the same level as them, but I've been creating and making content for the last 10 years. Why it hasn't always taken off in ways which other people's career has is because I play it safe. I do a niche content which is about a trade. Again, when I've decided to speak here just about some of the day-to-day shit and problems which I go through, which a lot of other people go through, it's broke through into a different barrier of content, people who are interested to watch me and listen to what I've got to say. It's been like, blew my mind moment. And I thought, I'm onto something different. And it takes less energy for me to do some of those things, like the sitting down, talking to you videos, than it does for me to organise a installation video. Yes, again, it's the environment, but it's also the audience as well. I just didn't think it existed for me as a content creator. And I was kind of baffled, man, because I always wanted an audience who I could grow with, talk to, be on a level with, and I'm finally getting that. So it's becoming a dream, which I thought to myself, could I do YouTube? Could it be something that I do? The question was no before, because I thought I just had to give too much of myself, which I should have just tried, to be honest. And now I've tried and honed down on making videos which are impactful, but also have a lot of substance towards them. Because when I talk, and I've been sitting down talking about conversations and things, I touched on personal issues which made a lot of people comment and say to themselves, you know what, I know what you're going through, or let's try and help each other with the information which you may have and you're sharing it with me. I've been nothing but grateful and thankful that people even just take their time out to comment, you know, because that's a hard thing to do when it comes to engagement with making content, you know. I think a lot of us are shy about putting ourselves out there. But when you do put yourself out there, yeah, there's this idea in the back of your head that you could face some type of backlash for something which you said. I've thought about that. And then I've thought about, I've only got this one life and I'm not rude or disrespectful. Why would I make something which is rude or disrespectful towards a certain type of people? I mean, that doesn't sound like a goal for me. That sounds like something which is pointless. So I refrain from doing that. But again, you're going to always ruffle some people's feathers with the things what you might put out. And me being a niche content creator, which is a plumber by trade, but I do social media, and I've been asked to be on quite a lot of things, a lot of TV things lately. And I've always said to myself, TV was the next step for me, because I like to entertain, but I'm not a host or something. Do you get it? But I'm just ruling myself out of doing stuff when I should just give it a chance. I know that. And it's like, because you know something, now you need to try and act upon it. So I've just been aligning those couple of things. So there will be some new projects and some new stuff coming out from myself, which I'm very excited about just to be a part of, because being a part of these collaborations, projects, things which I do, I didn't think I would be involved in stuff like this from just uploading onto Instagram, because Instagram is where I started all my journey. Again, my Instagram hasn't grown at the rate of my YouTube and stuff like that. But again, I'm thankful, because at the end of the day, I don't post as regularly as I was before, but I'm going to try and solve that problem with creating brand new content. And it's a thing in myself where I thought, people don't want to see this from me no more. They want to see something different. They want to see elevation. They want to see this and that. But due to my circumstances, me working at certain places, yeah, I just don't film. I don't film because it's not worth my job. I know I have a crowd and let's call them supporters of people of my content, which I'm always showing my flowers for all these people that turn up for me, especially people that even see me. I've had 1 or 2 people see me for my videos and say, hey, you're Mr. London Plumber. And I'm like, rah, you watch my video? Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And shout out to all the brothers that see me out and about and that do that, because that super encourages me to make more videos, relatable videos, videos where we talk and I tell you what it's like for me. And anyone who's starting their content creating journey, yeah, no one isn't really going to support you at the beginning. It just gets like that until you get traction, motion, and you get discovered by someone else who's a bigger supporter of you than one of your friends. That's just how it is. I've met so many people, and it's opened so many doors for me as a content creator to collab with people and just do stuff which is it's just cool. At the end of the day, I find it cool. I think it's me creating new life skills, which I know they're necessary for nowadays, to be honest with you. They are more than necessary. Like, a lot of us have problems just communicating with each other on a level because we don't like talking sometimes, you know, as humans to each other. Everybody's quote unquote got something to hide or moves a bit shady. That's just life, innit? And I think you get people that move like that, especially like in London, because it's just like that, innit? It's just that type of vibe. But the content world is about connecting with people, and I've managed to connect with brands to build my name. But connecting with real life people is my focus, and even helping people. That was my main focus of my YouTube channel, is to help individuals who are possibly getting into the trade, possibly thinking about becoming plumbers, or just want to know a little bit more and understand what we do as tradespeople, because it's not for everybody. I've said that to people before, so that's why I've always kind of struggled with making, I'm going to make some long video where I'm going to talk about this or talk about that. A lot of the things have been done already. They've been done already, but you got to put your own twist on it, and that is the hard part about it. That's why I've been like not filming so much, but deciding to film in intervals when it comes to the things what I want to put out next. Obviously, I would like to hear back from people, because we all have a bit of content which we enjoyed the most or think is some of your best content. And I want to double down and do more of that type of content to be obviously just to build my channel, innit? Because we ain't building yet until we get to like 10k. Well, not that super duper far away. We are a long way away, but I just appreciate people that come with me on this journey, because it's a journey of growth, man. Like, you see the product, what it is now today, but what it was before in my earlier videos, there was times when I wasn't even looking at the camera, but I was talking. Obviously, I weren't like that, but I mean, I was talking, but I weren't looking directly so you guys can see me, and it looks like we're engaged. And that's kind of like my own fault, you know. I've watched enough YouTube to understand what people do, and I'm not trying to come across as a character who is unrelatable, because I'm a normal person who works a 9 to 5. Well, I don't work a 9 to 5 job, but I've got a normal job. Yes, I have my own company. Yes, I've done social media things. Yes, I've been on adverts, but I'm still a working class person who has just a little bit of a break at the moment, and I'm trying to expand that break. I'm trying to make it bigger. I'm trying to get more people involved in what I'm doing, brand wise, company wise, and content wise. So I'm having to dig deep into that bag and even start really networking with people who are like-minded, have the same passion for content creating and making themselves seen online with their digital footprint. I've learned so many things over just making videos now, like whether it's to do with my editing, whether it's to do with making sure that my video sounds properly, because that's really important. You know, I went through a stage when I never used to really watch my content back, because some of it was cringe and other parts of it I just thought, oh, it's done, man, let's just get it up. But no, I need to take my time, because these things are going to be out there forever. Again, I know that it takes a long time to be discovered, but I think with my type of personality, I wish to get better at every time I do something. So I hope that my content is getting better, more engaging. It's allowing you guys to see the growth within myself and allowing you to be able to press subscribe, because that's what's important. What's important to me is that other people see these types of videos and they drop comments about it. It sparks conversation for them. I went on a posting upload spree on my TikTok account, yeah? And one of my friends who follows me on TikTok, he ended up getting a brand deal from some of the things which I suggested to him. And I felt so proud of him. I felt proud that he listened to me and I helped him in some way, but he done all the help. He had to do all the actions, which for me, being able to pass that over to someone else and then get a end goal, not to say that that was his goal in the first place. His goal was just to put himself out there, like he is putting himself out there. But landing 2 brand deals is like confidence from the moon at the end of the day. It's just confirmed to yourself that you are what people look for, and you can be that next person who's collaborating with a big brand and is going to get massive amount of exposure, and you're going to get paid. Because that's why a lot of us content creators do content, is because we do get paid as well. That is an incentive, but it's not, at this point, when you're a micro influencer, that's anything under 50,000, you're still just there for the experience. Don't get me wrong, you get a bag, you definitely get a bag, but it's more about the experience. And I can only say that just by teaching someone those steps and one person winning, I've won. I mean, that made me feel so good that someone that I know has took time out to listen to me, but also apply it in their own life. Because we all say a lot of stuff, man. You know, like you should do 10,000 steps a day to keep healthy and all that. You should eat 5 fruits a day, but you know you don't. All of these things are things which could help, you know. So if I could help, I'm always going to say, because I feel that in this content creating industry, yeah, there's a lot of people, but there's a lot of people that gatekeep and keep information for themselves. I don't know if they're holding it back from others or whatever it is, but I know that it's not an environment where it's free to get this information. People want you to work it out for yourself. They want you to find out the hard way, and the person who's on today wants to be on tomorrow, the day after, the day after that, and the day after that. That's not how life works, but I guess if you was wearing a crown on social media, you would want to hold on to that. And I'm not wearing a crown, but I'm just observant of others, and I know that this is an industry where you can make and break, and you can have your own lane as well, man. You don't have to be in other people's lane. There are many people that have big followings that they do different stuff, innit? They might do gaming. Like, I most recently took a little mission to start jumping on to Twitch, because I think that's where it's at. So I'm going to put my Twitch page underneath here, where I play Call of Duty, but I'm going to play some other games and do some live streams as well. So definitely look out for that. That's going to be a part of me which is more relaxed, more my personality, where we do URL streams as well. I think that's something which is going to be here to stay. And I enjoy doing YouTube lives as well. I haven't done any in a little while, but I am going to start doing them again, because it was a great way to interact with people instantly. I don't write any script for any things like that, but I enjoyed that, man. I enjoyed that thoroughly, being able to speak and just vent and just tell people how I feel. A lot of those things came from content or people who I met firsthand, who I thought, nah, you know what, I've got to make a video about this because I can't be the only one. And then it started hitting it. Yeah, so we're going to start doing that again. We're going to start getting to the content. But I appreciate all of you lot who have stayed around, or even people who have thought about, this might be a sign for me to start my journey. It might be. They say all you should do is start recording and post. That's the main things that you need to start doing. Recording and posting. The minute I started recording and posting, my community started to build, and not sure long after that, subscribers, comments, people, emails, WhatsApps, all from videos, you know. Yeah. So don't ever give up on your journey. And it's okay to go quiet, to go back to the thinking board, because me personally, I don't have a drawing board or a whiteboard, but I am going to buy one actually, because I've been doing this content thing for too long to not have a whiteboard of strategy of things, what I'm going to do. I do get and go into places where I just not sure what I'm going to do, but I kind of end up going with the flow. And at this stage in my career, after 10 years of doing content, I don't need to do that. I need to have some type of structure to it. I know that. Structure would bring honest balance. So from now, I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start giving back to videos which I feel are valuable to my community, and I know that people would want to see more of. So watch this space. Make sure you like, share. So watch this space and make sure you like, share, and comment. Let's get it. Content creating 2025. LP.